Welcome, YouTube world. I have a question for you. Whether you are subscribed to my channel or not, when you are watching a YouTuber, does it bother you if in one video they're talking about video games, for example, if that's predominantly what they talk about, and then in another video they touch on a topic completely out into left field? So, for example, hey, so Nintendo Switch has unveiled a OLED Switch that'll be coming out in a couple of months. In other news, I am a strong supporter of Black Lives Matter. You see where I'm going with this? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with supporting them, because I do. What I'm saying is, does that bother you? Not because of the potential political content in the video. I'm talking more about because they're completely unrelated. And then I start to think to myself, should I make a second channel for talking about all things that are like dramatic related, news related, political related? But then I start thinking about Markiplier, Boogie2988, Rich from Review Tech USA, Jacksepticeye. Well, maybe not him, because I think he's usually pretty much just on one topic for the most part, as far as I know. But all these successful YouTubers, they're all over the place. So why is it that through the grapevine I hear that if you want to make completely different content, you should have a completely different channel? But I'm wondering if it bothers you, like literally bothers you, to the point where you will not subscribe to someone or unsubscribe to someone because they're all over the place. Not because you disagree with what they're saying, but because you want to be able to follow someone and go, hey, that's Spawnwave. He's all about gaming news. Why is he now talking to me and saying that I should be vaccinated? Right? And unfortunately, I'm just very passionate about talking about multiple different things. I can't just talk about video games. First of all, that doesn't go too well on my channel, even though I've only been around for a couple of years and I've gotten 5 million views. My average videos do extremely poor in terms of statistics, like 20 views, 15 views. I'll get a bunch of videos that hit 50, 100, 200,000 views, but for the most part, my videos, let's be real, they do absolute poo in terms of numbers, in terms of performance. It's... okay? And I'm thinking to myself, if I make another channel, I gotta go through all that grind again to get monetized. It took me 5 months originally to get monetized and get 1,000 subscribers. Now I get 1,000 subscribers every 2 to 3 months, where originally it took me 5-6 months. So I'm really not that much further ahead of the game than I was when I started, and unfortunately, compared to last year, my analytics aren't all that great either. I'm actually not making much more than I was the very first month I was monetized 2 years ago, year and a half ago-ish. And then there's that thing with YouTube. If you're all over the place, YouTube could end up having a harder time distinguishing what kind of channel you are, and it could potentially hurt them trying to figure out how to properly push you from an algorithm perspective. I'm not overly concerned about that, to be honest with you, because I'm kind of used to just being down in the dumps anyways in terms of numbers. I can't think of myself becoming any worse than I already am to begin with. It's more about the people that have stuck by me through this short journey that I've been on so far. Does it just piss you off when I talk about video games, play a game, talk about a game update, and then I'm like, so about the vaccine, I think it's important to look into it at least? Again, not because that tends to be a political thing, I just mean in general. Because the kind of videos that I want to get more into are like snarky videos. Being silly, being goofy, and all that kind of stuff. And that go along with my Batman stuff. I'm almost wondering if I should group my Batman cringy, where I go after someone for anything, if I should put those on a separate channel, or if I should just keep everything here so that for the few people that along the way will stick with me on this journey on YouTube can just see everything of me on the one channel. So that's what I'm struggling with. Should I just get more people invested in me as a person for them to care about the content I make regardless of the subject matter? Or should I just stay in my lane and only talk about video games and forget everything else that I'm passionate about? So that's what I'm struggling with, and I am really curious to know what you think. Me as a YouTuber, not as a content creator. I don't really consider myself to be a content creator. I just spew out some verbal shit. When I watch other YouTubers, I don't care what they're talking about. I don't care if in one video they're making fun of Donald Trump, they're making fun of Joe Biden, anybody, anything. If they're telling me that they should be vaccinated, that they shouldn't be, and they're talking about the Nintendo Switch, or they're making fun of somebody crying because they had to go from a $20 million home down to a $10 million home. If I'm invested in you, if I subscribe to your YouTube channel, I'm invested in you. And that's a whole package deal regardless of what you talk about. But that's just me, though. I want to know about you. That's what I'm curious about. That was kind of creepy. It just went really quiet. The storm is done. It's over. It's gone. And so is this video. It's back. Anyhow. Yeah. So if you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Greatly helps support the channel with the algorithm. You've heard me say it a million times, like a broken record. And that if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. And I'll put you in a wrist lock. I'll snap it so that it goes this way. And if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think. And to leave this with you, these kind of sit-down rants, whether they're Batman impressions, me talking politics, or me doing these kinds of videos, in case you're curious, analytically speaking, they perform like 15 to 20 times better than when I randomly play a video game. Maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.